It's the Fots.
You heard?
Yeah, I mean, we back at it.
Take two.
You know what I mean?
Back at it like a
crack addict. You heard?
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
We're not crack addicts though.
Yeah.
Just saying this. You know.
We out here.
Yeah, we are.
And for those 8, maybe now 10 people that have watched the Fots.
Probably like 82 people.
84.
No, 84 people that's watched the Fots.
Yo, the download numbers is crazy. Anyway.
Yo, you doing good download?
Yeah, but
that's amazing.
But
I think they like my voice.
Nah, I think this is gonna go up even more.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
Because Don is in his favorite chair.
Oh yeah, man. You know what I mean? It's not silk, but it's
velvet.
It's gonna do. You know,
Old school.
It's almost it's like terry cloth. It's like terry cloth chairs.
We had the YMCA. You know,
back in the days, you know, the terry cloth. I'm good.
Nah, we out here. Out here, and again, it's special.
Yeah, it's special.
Right?
Every episode kind of special, right?
Yeah, well, see, that's why I like you.
What happened?
No. I'm saying we have somebody special every time we got the empty chair.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's always the mystery for at least a good minute.
At least.
If you
countdown begins.
Or if you see the title of the pod. You know what I mean? So let's see. Is the mystery guest here?
The mystery guest.
Yo, look at this. See, he's fly too.
Hey, like he got the Miami sun.
Yo.
The Miami sun. My boy.
You know what I mean?
Yes. He got the shades on. It's the Miami sun. He came in here looking, you know.
He's
bring it with me, man. How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing
Let's
well.
bring that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And really quick, really quick.
I think it's only right that Puff Daddy's on the phone right now.
Oh.
I gotta take this one. This is no bullshit.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. C, how you doing?
Interesting.
Viral.
My bad, y'all.
Nah, it's all good.
It's all good.
You gotta listen. That's a perfect lead-in.
Yeah, you gotta
wait. Actually, hold on. He's calling me now to see. I'm sorry.
hold on. You know who's on the line?
Man,
Nobody.
What's up, guys? My bad,
We
y'all.
out
you
here.
good, man.
We
My
out
bad,
here.
man. How we doing?
Yo, I mean,
Yeah.
this is actually a great intro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
A great intro to just actually lead into, you know, who you are, my friend.
Yeah.
Yes,
and,
sir.
And really quick,
Mm-hmm.
no lows for a minute.
Yeah.
And when we were at Revolt World, do you remember what you said to me when I asked you to come on the pod?
To me,
Yeah, what you said to me.
I said.
You
Yo,
sado ahead.
I'm pretty sure I said we gonna do this like no matter what.
Yeah, but you said the only way you would do it.
Word is, I need a toothpick, man.
Oh.
I said, Mike.
Yeah, Mike's the toothpaste guy. He got you know what I'm saying?
Mike, you the best, dog. You the best, man. Oh, yo, that's funny as hell. I swear to God, yo, dog. I look at Mike. I say, yo, man, the only way I'll do the pod is if you get me one of them toothpicks. Because, you know, Mike stayed with the toothpick, man.
always.
Thank you, man. This is perfect timing. You know, I just ate some empanadas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So I could use a little. And by the way, these aren't just any old toothpicks.
They're not.
For the viewers out there. These are cinnamon.
Yes.
Yeah, flavored.
Flavored.
These are
Yeah.
flavored
The flavored
toothpicks,
toothpick.
curated toothpicks.
Yeah, once we get to 250 views, I'm
Yeah.
reaching out.
You know what I'm saying?
These toothpicks are crafted from the world's finest trees.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
100%.
From the Amazon.
100%.
Now we're good.
Word.
Now we're
The
good.
glasses,
We here.
toothpick,
But had to do
the
that.
sunshine.
Word. We
Yeah.
had to do that. Clearly, we have a guest. You see
Yes.
what it is. Los is a very good friend. This is kind of one of those things where business turned into friendship.
For sure.
It's family, right?
Yeah.
Los is family now. Los does, I don't know if we're keeping the clip or not or whatever, but Los handles a lot of stuff for, as he calls Mr. C.
Mr. C.
Diddy, Puff, however you know him as.
Yep.
But Los, before we kind of dive in and everything like that, why don't you kind of say kind of what your day to day is? You know what you do.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, first, you know, I'm a father now.
Yes.
Damn, so that's my first job.
Congratulations.
You know,
Love
thank
that.
you guys.
Congratulations.
Souls
Father
out
now.
here.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. You know, I oversee social media for Mr. Sean Diddy Combs.
Nice.
And I've had the pleasure and honor to work with him for the past like 14 years. I started with him. I started with his companies back in like I don't even know, 2013, I think,
Oh, wow,
2012,
okay.
2013. Started as an intern, and his agency called the Blue Flame Agency, where we pretty much facilitated, all of his companies, Ciroc, DeLeon when it was brought in, kicked off Revolt, and I got, I just knew I wanted to do marketing, what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yep.
And then it was, he provided a platform where you can see all different types of sides of the business. So that's where I got hip to social media marketing for business.
Nice.
And that was around the times where, we had Vine, we had, Instagram had just first kind of came into the fold. And to make a long story short, I saw an opportunity within his personal team to manage social media. He's widely known for having camera crews around him all the time, filming things, and I saw an opportunity with him to do the same thing that I was doing for his businesses, for like Ciroc and managing social media there. And shout out to my mentor who kind of gave me an opportunity and kind of gave me some game. And when opportunity meets preparation, man, you kind of just afford yourself an opportunity. And
Question: How did you see the shift with social media as working with, like in the Blue Flame Agency? Did you see the shift of how social media is going to take over in the next 10 years? Was that a thing, or it was like, oh, it's a fad right now?
Yeah,
Especially with Vine.
It was like, and like when you see, outlets or apps, show up and kind of like, just stop being used so much, you know that this social media thing, there's something to like sharing what it is you're doing and updating everybody what it is you're doing. And then Vine gave, light to being, communicating your personality on social media. Being
6
funny.
seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just started seeing like the first, I guess creators.
Yes.
Right? And then you realize that is going to turn into a business. So yeah, I think that I definitely saw some like longevity in it.
Nice.
And then being on the advertising side, it's like you see that there's ways to monetize and communicate, whether you're a creator or whether you have a business. There's something here for people to, for hustlers to
get in.
And that's the beauty, like you said, hustlers, because that's the thing as far as with Don and I, as far as with this, it's literally talking to the hustlers, not just the street hustlers.
Yeah, the corporate block hustlers.
Yeah, that's kind of like how we feel.
from the block to the boardroom.
You know what I'm saying?
But really quick, how did you get in the building? Like, because as far as being with somebody clearly with so much reach and so much access, the fact that you were in the building to get these opportunities, how, when you were outside the building, how did you get, the position or to be able to work?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to sound so like simple, but, I was looking for the opportunity. I was on Google.
Oh, wow.
Really?
I was on Google, and I was looking for an opportunity. I was in school, and I literally was just Googling like internships. I knew that there was like something with the internships.
Yep.
Although I've, as corny as it may sound, man, I've always been like a Sean Combs student. I think we all have.
Yeah, facts.
Like, I've
I can
always
tell you
like,
that.
I was Puff Poppy. I don't know if you know,
Yeah,
but I was Puff Poppy.
shout out to
Just so
Puff
that-
Poppy.
Yeah, he used to call my guy Puff Poppy, right?
yeah. But like he was the first person that I ever heard that like, yo, like the internship thing was like a real thing, and then I did some Google searching, and then I came up on an internship for an agency, and then I clicked the link. I saw the logos. I saw like the Bad Boy logo. I saw a Ciroc logo, and then I saw like Aqua Hydrate, and I was like, man, this looks like where I need to be at.
Yeah.
And then I went in for an interview, and it was very like like I want to work for Diddy-esque.
Nice.
And it was pretty intense. Like it was like a room with like 9 people in it. All of a sudden we got put on teams. We had these like pseudo like situations where we had to like it kind of like tested out like your just kind of like pressure test. Like problem solving, and then like, yo, you have a product, come up with like a marketing plan in 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And we're all going to be presenting it here, kind of stuff,
So the making a band show stuff.
Yeah. It was just like that. It was just like that. And I think that obviously separated like who got picked for the intern class, and then like starting the intern class was another thing, but finishing it was another thing. Like I was probably the intern class, my intern class was probably like 14, 15 people. Wow. It was only like 2 people that actually finished.
Really?
Yeah.
People just like dropped out, you know?
Wow. Yo, did he make anybody go get cheesecake for him?
Nah, man. I mean, I never got no cheesecake. I would have got it though. feel like I went to the store for everything else.
Yeah,
but I think
I'm just asking.
that's the whole
I'm an intern because I was an intern, so I know.
Yeah.
that's the whole work ethic aspect of it, right? And that's
Very much
kind of
so.
like, you know, as far as the stories that you hear,
Yeah.
right, about, and I'll just keep it at Bad Boy, the interns. It's like, you know, almost like with the movie, and this is gonna sound hilarious, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Devil Wears Prada. I love that movie. Anyway, Miranda Priestley, like the internship, it was like at the end of the movie. I don't think anybody's gonna watch the movie if they haven't. At the end of the movie, what happens is that, hey, you worked for Miranda Priestley, like you were an intern there. Damn, that says a lot.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
it's the same thing. I think if anybody, I mean, you could probably speak even more on that. Like, if people had left the internship because you clearly stayed there and, you know, worked your way up. Do you know of any, and I'm not telling you to say a name, but were there people in the intern program that went somewhere and it was just kind of like, oh, damn, being that you went through that process, I need you over here because of what you were put through?
And when you say like, I need you over here.
Well, if somebody left, like the Bad Boy family, because from the internship and because they were put through that, hey, you have 15 minutes to do this marketing plan, do all that, and they went to other spots.
Yeah, you know, I think that just the bad boy way is a very much an acquired taste. Okay. You know, like, and whether it was that intern class or people that were, you know, in my first years, you know, in the bad boy ecosystem, there's definitely people that come in, you know, that come out to either get what they need or they realize that, you know, like maybe this environment isn't for them. And there's no wrong or right, you know,
right?
Because in any situation, man, you learn so much, whether you spend 5 minutes, 5 days, 5 years. Like, there's always something to learn, and there's so many great people, man, that come in and out this system, and I'm grateful for it, man, because you know it's rooted in this culture that we know and love called hip hop.
Oh, facts.
You know, and it just you know, to this day, man, to this day.
Yeah, no, but so how does that? You know? So look, so that work ethic and with you have the intern and then getting into a position. How did that like translate within like your life as well? Like what did that set you up for? Like what type of success did it set you up for personally?
Man, I think it let me know. Like I've always kind of been the kid that like, you know, I had the lemonade stand when I was growing up, you know, or like I would sell my old toys. So like I always kind of knew that like I wanted to like I was like a little hustler. I was like a little, you know, and then clothing brands when I was coming up. So I think that seeing everything that, you know, that Puff did and that he allowed us to work on, it really sharpened up the entrepreneurial skills. And, you know, you have that in you already, like that desire or that, you know, intention to be a hustler. It just kind of sharpens your thing, you know, your tool. So it's just like you have all these plays in your head now.
Yeah.
And you just want to like run them for yourself.
I can only imagine, bro, like you deal with him on a day, you know, that's your business. When Don and I were around that day, and Los is the reason. We spoke about Ken having a show on Revolt. That's the reason, right? The relationship right here. Los,
he's modest, but
relationship, and Los, you know what I mean? Los, you know, needs his flowers for what he does and everything like that.
And he showed us grace, man. That's what that was for us, man. So,
but it takes a team, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't just watch this and think that it's just one side. Like, these gentlemen understood, you know, what an opportunity looked like. And sometimes an opportunity may not look like an opportunity. It may seem like it's one-sided, but it's all about what you do with it.
Yeah, 100%. Sure.
And these guys understood what an opportunity looked like, and we worked you know, very collaboratively for it.
Yeah, that was crazy, and really from when Ken was shooting that day in New York, and we were around going to the liquor stores.
Oh yeah,
me and Don were like,
it's like a master.
Yo,
class.
this was like a master class for us.
Yeah.
Like for real, because you see and that was only a few hours.
Yeah, we sat. So you know, obviously they security, everybody, and
Lots of security.
Lots of security. and then so we're in the inner circle. So now we're in the side. Like Mike said, like he ain't our man. Like, hey, yo, what up, Pop? He'll see us like, oh, I know these guys. They with this guy. They with Ken, the star.
We the plus ones. We the plus ones.
We the plus ones. So
Yeah.
but what ends up happening was sitting there, understanding and watching him have this, this drive about what he wanted to do for DeLeon. We really sat there and we didn't even say nothing. We was just like, oh, just kind of watching. That day changed me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Just changed the aspect of how I even do business. We actually a little bit more aggressive than we were once. After that, it was definitely an aggressive. So definitely a different type of lion come out. When we go
The thing is now for us, what would Diddy do?
Right.
Yo,
If you get tired,
that's a fact,
right? Cheek said that to me the other day. I was like, yeah, I just relax. He was like, you think Diddy's relaxing?
Yeah,
Yo, for real.
Bro,
That's
and
a
that's the
fact.
thing. And like I said, you speak to that firsthand. I mean,
yeah. So
Can we make those bracelets?
Oh,
What would Diddy do?
Yeah.
We
Just-
might need to get.
yeah, just throw the PC, Los. You know, we out
Yeah.
here.
We got you.
You got that. You got that hair on the fox.
Right here, baby.
Diddy bracelets. What would Diddy
Word.
do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If you want one, just tag this group.
Yeah.
Tag
The
this
link will be
Donovan.
in the bio.
Word. But I know you kind of do a lot. I know what is your title, what is your job description, and then I know this is your description, but I know you do
Right. Yeah.
a lot of
Nah,
this.
man. I mean, on paper, I'm the senior social media manager.
Okay.
For Sean Combs, Combs Enterprises, Combs Global.
Combs
my
Global,
bad,
that's
Combs
right.
Global. But yeah, I mean, the cup runneth over, man. I think that that's just what it is on paper. But when you work with Mr. Combs, you have to be ready to do whatever you need to do in order to execute at a high level. So whether it's finding amazing talent, finding amazing and that's talent to represent the brand or creatives or spaces or whatever it is, man. Like there's always something to be done. So, but social media management, at its core is my sole responsibility.
At a high level.
Right.
Yeah, and managing that process, right? So still working collaboratively with his team, his content team around him, managing the content flow, working with him on on tone of voice, what you hear and see on social media.
Yep.
And also just like to me, it's like it brings me great pleasure, to think that somebody over here is cool, and it's like, hey, we might want to get with this guy. He can help communicate, this brand to this demographic, and this is how. And then you get things like the Where's DeLeon, piece that we just shot at Remote World, and or Fuck It Friday, things like that, So, and we've had that success with just in other instances, man. So I think. Social media management is one thing, but I just think that's the beauty about working with Puffman is that he just he allows you to create freely and works collaboratively and
Open up other lanes.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's like the Willy Wonka factory, dude.
No, that's dope, man. I love that.
That's fine. And why do you think, as far as you doing your job, why do you think people need a social media manager?
Man, I think it's so important because like I was just talking about it with my boy on the way here. He was like, "Yo, man, like it takes me like 2 hours to make a reel."
Jeez.
It's like and I just think that social media for somebody of like whether you're a Puff Daddy or whether you're just an entrepreneur, like it's something to be taken up by somebody. Like social media is something that if you don't have the time for it or if your focus should be somewhere else, then social media should be taken care of by somebody else.
Right.
The time consuming aspect of it, right?
Yeah, it's time consuming, and sometimes it's like it's just that it's just time consuming. And I think that it's just so important to have somebody that can understand your tone of voice, understand how to communicate to your audience, how to have present ideas to you, and it's a full-time job, man.
I mean, from a manager standpoint, we be feeling like we're social media managers.
Right.
Man,
Yeah, but then even for this, it's like you have to have somebody do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
You know what I
And
mean?
really care about it.
No,
Yeah.
So what we do is, some of our clients, we do have like we're in their accounts, and we do check certain things. But what we're checking for is not more so postings. We're checking for more so brands.
Right.
So when the brands send the messages, I go directly to that post and be like, "What's the video doing?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or what time did you post or whatever. But I think the biggest part, like a person like Diddy, is that he has so many. He's like an octopus, so he's all over the place. He definitely needs somebody to focus on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like community engagement. You know, identifying like who are his like super fans, right? Engaging with his core audience, and then there's also, sometimes it's not always going to be positive.
Yeah.
There'll be negative things going on. How are we combating this?
Right. Yep.
How are we, and there's also core things that a client may care about.
For sure.
For
convey a
Puff
message,
Daddy,
right?
it's spreading the message of love, motivation. The Love album, Off the Grid, out now.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. No, by the way, I love the album. The album was fire. The production is amazing. You know what I'm saying? I definitely loved it. So is it a lot of war room time with you guys? Like sitting in the war room to just strategize, what's going out?
Yeah.
Either it be on IG. Do y'all use TikTok a lot? Or
Yeah, we're on TikTok.
Yeah.
And it definitely is a lot of a lot of strategy is always
what's the preferable social media source?
Source as in
Like as far as which platform?
I mean,
What do you get the most traction on? I know you do all of them, but which ones is like his core that you always
it's interesting. He has the most following on Instagram, but we feel like his core audience is on Facebook.
Wow.
Yeah, his core audience is on Facebook. So
I could see that.
The older demo.
Yeah.
The people that call him Puff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's like, so we do feel like the strategy is different.
Oh, yeah.
Like we feed Facebook different than we do Instagram, and we treat TikTok differently.
Of course.
So, but same way we do on Twitter, man. It's like, so it's just fun. I think that's the fun part for me is like catering to these audiences in a different way. You actually see how it works, and then we get to also foster these relationships with the platforms themselves.
Yeah.
So like working with our folks over at Meta.
Yep.
Hey, what new tools you guys have coming out?
Sure.
How can like Puff be the first person to like crack this code?
Yeah.
How
we kind of do that too.
Yeah, straight up.
They do the same thing. They contact us to be like, hey, come to Snap School.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or go to, YouTube. Here's a new thing that they want to show us. And, we kind of have to go to these things most of the times because we, as a social media, one of the components of our company is being social media, we have to know these tools so we can convey them to the people that we represent.
Yeah, and I think it's dope that you being here, as far as for just our story, as far as with the pod. A lot of it is the people that we want to have. Clearly, there's some personal situations, but even from a business side, bro, it's like there can be a career outside of what's in front of the camera.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And you have a career doing your social media in addition to the other stuff, the title. Yeah. But a lot of people and a lot of kids don't even realize, like, you got to have a team around you.
Yeah.
And you can make a career. You can make a living. You could do, because Los has a very good life. You know what I mean?
The sun.
You know what I mean? He really,
Miami,
he does.
he
does, and he's doing this for real.
Yeah.
Right, so I think it's important.
He's also a strategist. Like there's a lot of parts of what he got going on.
Yeah,
he's all and then on top of that too, he's also branding his own brand.
Yes,
and some stuff that he has.
Yes,
Yo,
Segway King.
No.
Segway King. No, but I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you did that.
It spills over.
Yeah, because it goes back to kind of like the next scenario.
Yeah,
you're working for Diddy. Right, this big brand, global, all of this, right? But you still have your entrepreneur spirit, and you have your things. The running, the coffee crazy. My wife calls it the Los coffee. It's called no sleeping coffee.
I'm sorry. I wish I drink coffee.
It's amazing.
It smells good.
It's amazing.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
It's amazing.
I appreciate the support, man.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm getting the re-up. Getting the re-up.
Come on.
But
got you.
But talk about that again.
Yeah.
You could be comfortable. You could literally be like, hey, I work for
good.
Diddy, I'm chilling. But you still have the aspirations and there's things that you're doing.
Yeah.
So, speak on that kind of aspect
Yeah,
too.
man. I mean, it's so like, again, like I said before, it's like to be this close to, one of the greatest of all times to hustle this hard. It's so hard to not be inspired and to not like take your own initiative. So it all started with the show, right? No Sleeping in the Trophy Room.
Trophy room.
Yeah. We got to be on that.
Which we need to be on.
At some
No
point. At
question.
some point.
That's
yeah,
what this. That's not what this is.
It's a trophy room. Hold on, now.
Good.
But yeah, man. But no Sleeping in the Trophy Room. New season about to drop.
Yeah,
so super excited about that.
The Fots will be on there too.
Yeah, that's a fact. And it started with that, right? So the show, I got a chance to meet so many like dope creative people, from all walks of life, and we always had these like conversations that were, like kind of quick and like on the go, like yo, we'll catch up real quick, and it's like I'll see you later. So when I got the chance to actually put the show together, that was the basis. It was like the conversations less heard, fueled by entrepreneurs, creatives, thought leaders, people who are pushing the culture forward from behind the scenes. So, yeah, No Sleeping in the Trophy Room was a phrase that like the whole like bad boy camp that we used to throw around. So I took that, take that, and I.
You took that, take that. Take that, I took that.
Yeah. So I had to take that and really like do something with it. And I created a show called No Sleeping in the Trophy Room.
Nice.
So over time, I say over the past like 3 or 4 years, I started getting really involved in running, health and wellness. So art imitates life. So the show went from like, just like sit down, with entrepreneurs and thought leaders to now we started getting active. Now we're like in the gym or, we're just doing things that are like outside. And to me, that's just a reflection of like my personal life and like, what kind of helps drive me. So No Sleeping in the Trophy Room was the motivation content media play. And then, like I just mentioned about the whole running thing, No Sleeping Running Club. I didn't just want to just start running, and I wanted to start a running community. I wanted to like build a run club and with people that felt the same way about life that I did, no sleeping. So it's like, and it's more about not sleeping on your opportunity, not sleeping on your potential, not sleeping on friendship and what we could do together. So it's less about like not sleeping. I love sleep actually. But not sleeping on your potential and things like that. So it's more of a mindset. So that's like the health and wellness play. And over time, I just felt that these things were so necessary because sometimes you could become so ingratiated in your work life, bro. Like you don't even go to the doctor. You don't go check up. You start losing teeth. You start losing. You know what I mean? Like you just
100%.
don't. So I just felt like I arrived at the run club thing. So like because my life depended on it. And then the coffee, it's dude. It just like. I'm so happy to get that off because the way that came about was through my guy Nalo. Shout out to my guy Nalo, who makes beats for No Sleeping in the Trophy Room. And we did a live show here in New York like 4 or 5 years, maybe like 4 years ago. And after the show, he was like, yo, man, like, this is like a couple of days after the show, we're in my mom's driveway, and he's just like, yo, man, I got this. My family has this coffee field in Colombia. I always wanted to do something with coffee, man. Like, I just don't know what to do.
That's some New York shit. I make beats and I make beans.
Yeah, for real.
And it's coming from Colombia.
Yeah. So I was just like, bro, it took it like 3 seconds. I was like, I'll tell you what we're going to do with that coffee. We're going to do no sleeping coffee.
Yeah.
And he was just looked at me like, bro, you really want to do that? And I'm like, yeah, like, done.
Yeah.
But, it was never something that really like prioritized. We like took care of it. We they say manifest, but do the work.
Right.
So it's like we manifested it, but we worked on it little by little. And over the course of like 3 years, bro,
Came to fruition.
it's ready. The bag is ready. The site is ready. The deal is done. Like, we're like, okay, cool. So, it's launched, but now the coffee, it's time for that next step. It's just time for, start getting brick and mortar locations, we're going direct to consumer. We got to get with our influencers,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
maybe we could talk about
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Yo, you already got one right here. Brand ambassador for
word
No
up,
Sleeping
word up.
Coffee.
Yeah.
And I drink it
I don't
black.
I don't
Yeah.
have. Well, hold
That's
on. I don't got a manager, so you can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you're the brand ambassador, who's negotiating for you? I
You.
Oh, me. Okay, cool.
Done
Yeah.
deal. Yeah, man. But I think that all those things are just, and like you said, man, like working with Puff is a full-time thing. But I would just, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I couldn't at least bring something, that I'm just dreaming about to life, dude. Like I can't. And, now I got my son, man. So it's just like,
Shout out
you know,
Soul.
I gotta, I gotta create something, to leave him to leave him the head of the table.
I need that pick too. From
Nah,
that
I
was
mean,
holding.
Oh yeah,
So
I got you.
so
Got you, it's right here.
so your run club, right? Your run club is almost like, is it a sport? Is it like more other clubs? Do you it's like not challenge? Do you challenge other road clubs, or is there any other partnerships with the run club? What you have going on? Or?
Yeah, it's definitely like a collaborative run thing. Like I like to encourage all levels, to come get with us because nobody running with us is like a professional. You know what I'm saying? But we do have a partnership with Diodora.
You know what I mean?
And Diodora is an amazing heritage brand.
Yep.
Shout out to my good folks over at Diodora. And I appreciate them because they support the people who are on the ground, who are really kind of just putting in the work and just and just building community in an organic way. You know?
Los, is it possible? Can I say the day before? Can I mention? Yeah. The day before, you had a conversation with Diodora. We were there.
Oh, I was literally gonna say literally gonna say how happy we were to see that.
We was super. We was
Yeah.
in Miami running around like with some teenagers, right?
Not like that.
We were busy. We weren't going. We wasn't
busy.
that magic.
Not like
We wasn't
teenagers.
that magic. We're there. Well, we was running. Yeah, like some teenagers. We was running around handling business.
Right, like mature teens.
Yeah.
Yeah, like mature 19-year-olds, right?
Yeah.
And then we pulled up on Los and almost like had an impromptu like meeting.
Yeah.
And he threw some ideas around, and we was throwing some ideas around, and we was like, yo, bro, when you have the conversation, man, we'll definitely want to see what's up, man. Yeah. He definitely when we saw the deal close, you say you cheer for when something happens to your friend. It's like it happens to you too. I was 100%. Super happy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
when
that.
that happened, bro. I was like, yo, because I saw the preparation before, and Myq and I saw the preparation before, and we were just sitting there, and we was like, yo, when we left, he was like, yo, bro, he's gonna get that. We was in the car like, yo, he's gonna get that.
Yeah, man. I mean, you put three New Yorkers together, man. I'm ready for anything.
Nah, for sure.
Y'all had me, had me gassed up, and I think it's just and that's such an important thing. Is just to just consult with people who are experts in the space, yo.
Yeah.
Man,
and
that's
we're
very
expert, man. You see how that?
Yeah,
yo,
you guys are
that?
experts in the space, man. And for me, like, I think that, especially in running, like you see the way that like brands just come through and kind of just like sprinkle their latest offering on your community that you've built from scratch, and sometimes the ROI,
There's a match.
Yeah. And to me, I think I won't let there was a brand that came to the Run Club a couple of weeks ago, and I asked them if they could, they were going to come because you guys at least take care of like food and beverage,
Right.
Because when you come down to the No Sleeping Running Club Monday Motivation after the 3 mile run, we do serve food and beverage, couple, little light bites, which we take care of out of our pocket, do our sponsorship. And there was another company that wanted to come down, and we were like, okay, if you guys want to come through, cool, but at least take care of like food and beverage, and they were like, yeah, no, it's just not in our budget, like, but it's like a multi-million-dollar company, and I was just like, okay, cool, so like maybe we could just corner this for another time.
So Myq, we get those sometime, right? These multi-million-dollar companies come with us and say, and this is I as a business, I hate it.
Just last night.
Yeah, we have no money. I'm like, what?
Right.
I'm like, what?
How does this even make
How
sense?
does it even make sense
Like,
that you have no money but you have a product?
Right, and
Right.
you want to be on your line.
Exactly.
You're here on my line with no money.
Exactly.
Like I'm not gonna be able to go to. I'm not gonna be able to go to friggin', the Nike store and go set up my no sleeping running club table.
Yeah.
And just start like doing my thing there. They're gonna be like,
yeah.
pack that shit up, brother. Like,
yeah, facts.
So to me, I think that's why I appreciate Diodora so much, because they see us for what we do,
Right.
Yep.
on the ground, and they support it.
Yeah.
And I've always been kind of like, I love whoever like rocks with me. If you
Yeah.
rock with me, I'm riding with you.
Yes,
right, right.
sure.
That's all I need to know.
Right.
Yep.
So I don't really care if it isn't like some big box brand or some like brand that's down here. It's like,
yeah.
yo, if you're rocking with me, we can figure out a way to work together.
And then on top of that too, those brands tend to want to go 10x because they see what you bring in the value. So when you open your community from your club, you get, let's just say 100 clubs. They're like, man, we started with you, and you're able to now get that and give us 100 of these clubs. Now the value, now you show your value a little bit more. That's a big deal.
And I mean, that's so relative to our story, right?
Yeah.
If you look at Ken Stars,
Yeah.
Ken Stars owned Fuck It Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? For all last summer. Every Friday is Ken Stars.
Ken Stars.
And there's a certain point where it's like, I felt the like, it's like, yo, I'm like, yo, Myq, man, like, you think we could just get like a couple more? You know what I'm saying? We could just,
Yeah,
yo,
right.
Myq, man.
I told that story.
I told that story.
I'm like, yo, Myq, man, yo, you think, I'm like, yo, Puff's on me right now, man. Like, he's really fucking with Ken, man, and like, we just need like, and Mike's like, all right, man, look, just send me the bottle, man. We gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to Ken. We gonna work it out. And Myq and I were talking, and Don, we were talking, and it's just like, yo, there's something on the other side of this.
For sure.
Yeah. We feel it. We smell it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know it's there. But I think that's something important for creators to know. And whether you're a run club, a creator, or anybody, like, when it starts to get uncomfortable, use your best judgment. And if you feel like there's something on the other end of that thing, like, yo, just go with your heart, man. Go with your gut.
Bro,
Because
we use him as a proof of concept.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, because it's like, if anybody doesn't know, Ken got his show starting from a free post. That's what it was.
Yeah,
that's what it
fucking
was.
Friday.
And understanding, like what you're saying, is leaning in and understanding. Because for us, we always say, like with you, Los, as far as even being in the building.
Yeah.
When you're in the building, that's your opportunity. Like this day and age, we have these kids and these creators and everybody out here sitting there, and it's like, oh, well, I do this and this is what it is, and I need to get paid. It don't work like that sometimes. Sometimes you can get paid. Sometimes if you want to look 10 steps ahead, you're going to have to do something and show why you're worth that.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
even with nowadays, it's more so of the entitlement, right? So a person that's even in the building, the entitlement is that, I deserve to be here. And then they don't even show up for the rest of the time they're there.
Man.
Yeah, bro.
So we had some of those issues that people get into the building, meaning our building. They're good for like a week, maybe 2.
Right.
And then the dip off goes, that we know things happen. Not everybody can be, a star player.
Right.
But then the person that was supposed to be, so whatever a star player is, now comes decline, and then the entitlement goes up. Yeah. So we've come into understand that we have to kind of like showcase, even when you're in the building, you still got to show out.
100%. I got this saying that I got like a bunch of sayings that I just always like repeat in my head. And something that's relative to what you just said is recertify your why.
Facts.
Like
That's dope.
like when I recertify my why, like whether that's like with the run club, whatever. Like when I'm here with you, I have to recertify my why. Like why am I, doing certain things? Why am I dreaming about certain things? Why am I worthy of certain things? Like, sometimes you got to just remind people, yo.
Yeah.
And most importantly, remind yourself so that way that nobody could say nothing or think otherwise about you. You know what I mean? Like, and I just think about like the Los who, was the intern.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll do whatever.
Yeah.
I'll do
Right.
whatever, bro. I'm packing CDs. I'm walking to Kinko's to go get 10 rolls of paper, and I'm walking with that. There's no Uber, no train. I'm walking. My hands is freezing, and I'm just like, this is my internship. This is my day. I'm doing this willingly, And you just have to be. Puff also has this saying: if you're if you can't do the little job, then you don't deserve the big job.
Bro,
Yeah.
You know what I'm
bro,
saying?
bro, and more, bro.
Yeah.
I've said that. Me and him were talking about as far as with the interns, right? And you sit there and it's like, if you don't do this for, and there's $1 on the table.
Yeah.
What makes you think that I'm gonna trust you when there's $1 million on the line?
Facts.
That's crazy to me. And somebody will sit there, oh, well, if you give me the money, you get no, then that's not your makeup then. If you're sitting here being moved by the bread, that's the thing. So it's like what exactly like what you're saying, bro. That's fire.
But
That's fire.
look, nowadays though, some of the generation, even young and old, they have the entitlement, right? So it's what they feel they think they deserve and everything.
Yeah.
So if they did one thing, they think they're supposed to get everything else.
Yeah.
When they don't understand, like you have to show and prove many times to get there. Like with us, sometimes they you have people or interns or people that work with you, they think they're you and like your brother.
But y'all want to do what you do.
Yeah, and that's fine.
How do you start a job and just become the boss?
Yeah, and the aspirations is fine because I remember when I started, here's the list. Go to the cleaners. I'm like, this has nothing to do with what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
But understand that this is my job at the moment. I'm like, man, I gotta go pick this guy's cleaners up. He got his drawers, his this. And I'm looking and I'm saying to myself, well, it was a humbling moment many times. Because how many times can you do something without complaining? Yeah. And the same exact thing. That was one of the things for me. Like, all right, if I did this 20 times, and what he would do is he would have them in different locations. Yeah. So he'd see problem-solving skills. Like he'll send it, let's say, on the other side of the town, and you're like, man, how long is it going to take me to get him and get back? And I got to be here at a certain time. So it's just certain things that I have to understand, like showing up on time, being 15 minutes early, setting the time up. Nowadays we have these things here, and you would think when you ask somebody like, "Oh, I was late," I'm like, well, okay, but you're always in your phone. Like what I'm saying, you can tell the time tells it right here. You're going to be late. Yeah, and it just seems as if that, like Myq says, technology is making us more like we're going backwards. It's like mush.
That internship. Devil Wears Prada. Miranda Priestley. Have you ever seen that movie?
Nah.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I had to tap in.
Watch the movie. Mellow thing. Watch it with Mel.
Definitely will.
Yeah, man.
Definitely will.
Yeah, but I have a super question, like a different question.
Yeah.
About the running club. You said anybody can go, right? And you do these Monday morning motivations, right? Like see you, and I love that. Especially that it's captured and you motivating everybody, right? And you said there's every level could be.
And he's running on the beach sometimes.
Yeah, it's like a little chilling. Right? Every level. If somebody new comes, they just aren't like up to par, right? Yeah. And you guys run 3 miles.
Yep.
Y'all gotta wait for the last person.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? That's actually my job.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Like I'm at the run club. You usually everybody who pulls up Monday Motivation, y'all know, and you can find me in the back.
Oh wow.
So do you finish because your numbers got to be right, and then you go back to get, or you just?
Nah, I just stay in the back. Like whoever's in the back.
He's smart.
Like I make sure that because chances are, bro, like if you're in the back, that's just where you're stacking up against the people who are in the front.
Yeah.
Right.
Or so, and I've been there many times where it's like, oh, I got 3 new people, or these 2, these 2 people who just aren't just as fast as everybody else, bro. Yeah. And I care that much about how people feel when they leave that it's like, nah, I'm sticking with y'all.
Nice.
That's fine.
I'll stay with y'all. I don't care. Y'all, we're gonna finish together.
Nice.
That's dope.
To me, like I'd rather somebody come through and leave and be like, Dad, Los actually stayed with me the whole fucking time, and I was slow as hell.
Now, question: if you had a late night the night before, do you purposely have somebody that's slow so that you can stay back with them as you go?
Right? I mean, it's crazy.
You might want
to
think about that.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
Nah, man, I've done some runs like just hella drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like for sure.
That's hilarious.
For sure, bro. Mela tell you, man. Like I've been out there fresh off of like a night, and it's just like. It's for some reason I feel super accomplished.
Nah.
Because
the night before you're like, all right.
No sleeping coffee intravenously.
But nah, it's obviously not something I recommend. So don't do what I do. Or don't do what I did. But I think for me, like when I run, man, it's just so therapeutic. Whether I'm shaking off the night before or whether I'm starting my day, you know, top of the morning, and I'm just kind of like getting my endorphins up because now I just feel like, you know, after like I've been in entertainment 14 years now, man. Like, and you know, I just think that I tried enough to like just go right into the day. You kind of realize like, yo, you need to get this like morning moment with yourself. You know, so waking up super early is part of my practice now. And shout out to my guy Noriega. You know, we run.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait to tell that story one day, man. Just how, you know, like people only see this legend, you know, on Drink Champs, and you know, I feel like he's publicly known for Drink Champs, but you know, I would, you know, one day, man, I'm gonna have this guy on the show, man, and we gonna like really talk about how, you know, this guy gets up every day and runs 3 to 5 miles a day.
Oh, that's fire.
Like people don't know,
Yeah.
you know, but
He shows a little bit though. Not a lot, but he shows just a little bit.
It's just so motivating, man.
Yeah.
You know, because this guy doesn't have to.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, he doesn't have to, and you know, and he does it his way, and that's what I love about him, man. Is that he does it. You know, I'll meet up with him. It's 4:30 in the morning. He's smoking a blunt, you know, and it's just like next thing you know, we just
still Queens, you know?
we turn on the Nike Plus, and then we go run 5 miles, man.
Yeah.
That's how we start the day. He goes home. You know, he goes, you know, with his family, and to me, like those are the people that I'm motivated by, man.
Yeah.
And I'm honored to you know, to have the relationship that we have, man.
Yeah.
You know, he's a family man. He's working in this entertainment industry, and he's thriving. He's killing it. He's a legend.
Yep.
And you know, he's just showing that there's still a way for great people to do their
100%.
thing and feed their family and be honorable, and
also showing the growth too. And putting himself in like uncomfortable positions to become comfortable. So you see that process. I think that's amazing.
We really got to connect you with Angel.
Yeah. Oh, he's a runner.
He's a runner.
Yeah, he's a
right?
runner too.
An Angel. I can't co-sign you yet. I saw
Yeah,
pictures.
yeah.
Los got to co-sign you. So we got to figure out, because he goes, like, I think he went to like Cali or something like that for the marathon, whatever.
That's dope.
For me, just as far as looking at something, when you travel to go run, that means
You're about it.
yeah.
For sure.
So you got to put the cosign. You got to put the cosign.
And he's always he's a mover. So he works with us.
That's fine.
You know, so
Shout out to you, Angel, man. I can't wait to link up with you, bro.
Yeah.
You know, get some
that's
miles
our
in, man.
analytics guy. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? And we ain't going alone. We're bringing the guys with us.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And super question for you, as far as with the running. Do you watch it like on TV?
Yeah, dude. Now I'm like fully subscribed. I fucking watch it. It's crazy. It's, you know, you would think that like watching people running like would just be the most boring thing ever, but you know, I think that once you get the taste of like being in a competitive running environment, you're just like motivated, dude. You just want to get out there, go watch it, go be amongst it, you know, because you're just so, you know.
Cross country or sprinting, or what do you like to watch, or it doesn't matter?
I mean, for me, like I'm more interested. Well, actually, I like watching the sprinting. You know, I like watching like the Olympics. You know, I was really motivated by like Shakiri Richardson, who I'm trying to get on the show too. Shakiri, we love you.
Yeah, come on the show.
And we motivated by you big time.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you brought the Olympics up, because that's where I was going.
Yeah.
I've learned from Don.
I'm
like the Segway Prince. I'm the Segway Prince.
He's the
king. I'm the prince. So you know this is a completely different topic, but it's hip hop. Yeah. You know that in the Olympics they have breakdancing.
Oh yeah. I love that.
So how do you feel like? Because we were talking before.
Yeah.
I said they're gonna have CeeLo next, but I just want to know. So what do you feel as far as from the culture side? I think that's great for hip hop.
Yeah.
And then what do you think it does business wise? Like what is your take on that?
Yeah, no, I think it's great, man. You know, and I think that again, like just the you know, if this is ET, we talking about the Skittles, the Skittles that lead back to hip hop. You know, come on, we in the Olympics.
Yeah.
You know, in the Olympics, you're talking about breakdancing, and I'm pretty sure like, you know, Crazy Legs has something to do with it. I'm pretty sure he's
probably.
You know, but I think that it's another like, you know, stripe on the jacket of hip hop that you know, this thing is a $1 billion industry. It's influencing the world, and you know, people that don't even look and sound like us, that don't even talk the language.
Language.
Yeah.
Like, but they know how to like pop lock. They know how to do their thing. You saw that, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
definitely
that's
saw
it.
that.
Shit
I
got
definitely
crazy.
saw that.
But the thing is too though, is one of the heavy pillars. Breakdancing.
But you know what's sad?
Yeah.
It's Crazy Legs has no part of it.
He has no part of it.
Yeah.
And because
Oh,
when you're a
yeah,
hip hop
right.
head and you think of breakdancing,
Yeah.
you think of Crazy
Crazy
Legs,
Legs.
right?
First name.
And he would like to be a commentator, right? But I remember when I spoke to him and I was
Yeah.
like, yo, bro, how? He was like,
A slight little flex.
nobody,
Yeah.
nobody,
Legend.
he's like, nobody, you know, and it's like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, you know, this whole hip hop aspect, I love that aspect.
Yeah.
But then it's like it's still kind of taking, and it's like, how do you not have him?
Yeah. I'd be interested to know who they do have.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah.
And I think that's something that, again, like they people come through, they take what they need from our culture,
And they don't.
and then they'll just go, plant their own seeds with it.
For sure.
And
You
they
know, but
they take the Skittles.
yeah, they'll take the skills, bro. They need maybe leave you a rapper.
That's a
Exactly, exactly.
But yeah, it's just so important, man. And I think that, I think that's important for why you guys are doing this, for why
Yeah.
I'm doing all things no sleeping. It's like because we want to plant
Push.
the seeds where we grow at.
Yep.
Like we love this hip hop thing so much that you want to leave your own seeds here.
That's
I
a
love
fact.
this hip hop thing so much. I'm so influenced by what Puff did with Ciroc and Revolt and things like this. I just don't want to just take from it and just get my check and go.
Right.
Nah, bro, I want to put something in the game too, like,
Yeah,
and,
sure.
and motivate somebody and let somebody know that people who look and sound like us could do this.
And you have, bro.
Nah,
I'll
it's a
tell you
fact,
that you have. You have.
Nah,
You know what I'm
have,
saying?
And we and we're doing this so that we could we're in competitors too. So
Come on.
we're putting a competitive aspect to this our podcast.
Yeah.
Trying to output some of our content creators. Really.
Word up to
Yeah.
show, like, yo,
Yeah.
we got this. Something that Puff is big on, man, is that he's fighting to make sure that we all have the same 24 hours.
Facts.
And that's something that I know that you guys are big on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but just by you guys doing this, when you guys have a million other things to do,
Yep.
it's like, yo, and we got time to pod too.
Yeah.
We make time to pod. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Make
And,
time.
and we make time to pod, and we want to show that we're not going to ask you to do something that we won't do.
100%.
And while I'm sitting here, I probably got like 20 emails.
Yeah.
And everybody's saying you have 15 minutes for a call. No, I'm in front of a camera.
Yeah. Nah, for real.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I guess now is
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
One of my
What we
favorites.
doing?
We have our 2 segments, right?
Yeah, we have 2 segments.
My
So
toothpick, man.
yeah. All right, hold on.
Let's go.
Okay, I do mine too. So one of the segments
The toothpick.
is goalkeeper,
Yeah.
right? So what you do is you kind of say a goal that you would like to keep in a week, not the
Got it.
10-year plan, the 5-year plan. So is there a goal that you have short term that you'd like to keep in a week?
Man, dude. Yeah. And I'm training right now for the New York City Marathon.
Amazing.
And so I'm running that in 3 weeks. So my goal that I would like to keep is just to drink a lot of water, just get my body right for that.
Yep.
Because I got 3 weeks left, and I just had 2 empanadas, coffee, and I think I got some pasta too from the thing. So like, carbs are good.
Yeah.
Carbs are good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my goal that I want to keep, man, is just I got to just lock in on like the rest of this training. I got to like really, get in the gym and just get my little IV drip, just get the mechanics right. So right now, to answer that question, I think that goal right there would just strictly be like physical, just getting ready for the marathon.
All right.
Nice.
How about you?
For this week goal, I'm looking to buy a house, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
This week?
Not this week, but I'm going to start looking at.
Yo, God, who is this guy?
Yeah, but listen, man.
It's the first time he's here?
Listen,
What sponsors y'all got on this show?
for the week. no, meaning this week, I want to have an idea of what I would like.
Okay, there you go.
So, so I.
what do you want to do this week? Want to buy a house?
Yeah, I mean, but that's
Yeah.
that's what we manifesting out here, right, man?
that's
I'm gonna
right.
buy a house. So the goal is to go look at some homes.
How many?
Like the style 4.
Okay.
They're fairly big homes.
Yeah.
By where I live, and it's in soccer mom land. So I think I'm
We
gonna
love that.
Huh?
We love that.
Yeah, we love that.
Yo, Don is Funk Master Flex, bro. The big homes, brown eye. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude
And
is hilarious.
so my goal is to kind of see 4 styles of homes,
There you go.
so I can see what I would like next year. Because we spoke yesterday. We was downstairs in the Starbucks. Too many brands, but whatever. We was at Starbucks, and Mike was like, yo, next year, we gonna, just so you know, this is out the blue. Like, yo, we're about to go house shopping next year. Just out the blue. And he's like, no. He looked at me with this serious face, like, no, for real. Like the house we want. Not the house that we can afford.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, bro. And we dapped each other up and then just went back to work.
And now he's here today saying he's getting it in a week. I said a year. This dude's getting it in a week.
Right.
That's what
I
it is.
feel it, man.
It's what
Yeah,
it is.
so-
Nah, but this is why I rock
I love
with
that,
you.
man.
That's why I rock with you.
Straight up.
I'm probably gonna keep it a little bit different.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna get my Range Rover. No, I'm just kidding. No, I want to definitely just for me. I need to, and it's not because you're here. I literally had that conversation. I started running in the morning with my dog.
Got it.
Because I have to get that exercise back. And I super fell off because I was doing it for a week. I was having a no sleeping coffee, seriously.
Yeah.
And then I would sit there, run, and then I fell off because business, like what you said, is life gets in the way. So for me, I want to make sure that I run at least 3 times within the next week.
That's fire. It's a great goal, man.
Yeah.
But he
You know
also,
what I'm saying?
he's really serious, though, because we talk every morning at 8:15.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm about to drink this no-sleep coffee. This
Yeah,
shit,
it is.
this
telling you.
shit got me like,
Bro, it's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
fucking Speedy Gonzalez.
It's
So I'm
that-
like,
it's that
okay,
pure-
cool.
Seriously.
that pure
Seriously.
So
product.
just so you know, he's definitely telling the truth. that he's
Yeah.
drinking.
I appreciate that, man.
And the last one,
The last one.
the last segment,
Yeah.
the baseball, curveball.
Yeah.
Right?
So look, see how he introduced that because he loved baseball. Oh,
Yeah.
the last one, the baseball. Just so you know, the goalkeeper, because I
a
love my
hater.
son is soccer.
That's right.
My son is a soccer player. He's a forward. That's my guy.
Yeah.
Solomon, you know what I'm saying?
Mbappe.
And I call him actually Soul too. So
Yeah.
Solomon, same thing. See, we here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so go ahead about your baseball, man.
This guy.
I'm a hater.
Excuse me. Definitely. Yo, just do this right here. So cut the. Smart guy. So no, it's called pitch clock.
Got it.
So you got 20 seconds
Yeah.
to kind of look at the camera
Yeah.
and pitch anything and everything, whatever it is that you want, shout out, whatever you want to do. But
Yeah, man.
pitch your shit.
Pitch
Yeah,
it,
pitch
man. Right now?
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yo, Seeing Stars coming to Revolt TV. ASAP, we about to have the whole internet buzzing.
Yes.
No Sleeping in the Trophy Room, following up right before that. Right after that, No Sleeping Running Club. You could get with me in Miami Monday at 7 p.m. Follow us on IG. What else we got? We got No Sleeping Coffee. Make sure you guys get with that. It's the newest, most, just delicious, motivational coffee brand in the game.
Yep.
I might change my name to Los Valdez.
Know what I'm saying?
Freaking,
I just caught that.
what else, man? Yo, shout out to, Myq and Don, man.
Yeah.
I
This group,
appreciate
this
you,
space.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? This is
the
first time here too, right?
Yeah.
First time you play baseball or no?
Yeah, I definitely played.
Yeah.
Played at high
Because the
school.
pitch clock, it would have been a ball. It would have
Yeah,
been a ball.
word.
It would have
Word
been a
up.
ball, but it's all right.
Yeah, the Love album, Off
There
the
you go.
Grid,
Yes.
out now. Make sure you guys go stream that. The
Love
Love album.
What's your IG? Everybody follow you.
Follow
whatever.
me on the gram, Los Antonio, LOSANTONIO. Hit me direct, man. Let's get in contact. Let's build.
Let's do it.
Let's do more.
Nah, this is fire.
Yes.
This is fire. Los,
Please, man.
bro, seriously,
Thank you.
really appreciate it
For sure.
coming through. I know you was in town for a little bit. You got us in the schedule.
Hey, man, you kept your word, dude. So
Yeah,
I
with
couldn't not,
the toothpick,
Bro.
bro.
I couldn't not pull up. man.
Bro,
Cinnamon.
kept it on the hush too.
Word.
We went to the store. Didn't
Word.
say nothing. Had it in the tuck.
I was trying to think. I'm like, yeah. You were like, yo, Los, you remember what you said? I'm like, shit. What the fuck did I say, man? What did we commit to? What did we-
Nah, but we all good.
Yeah.
Thank y'all again.
It's the Fots.
You heard. We out here.
Peace.
Peace.
Love.